Hi, my loves. Welcome to the TRIBEvibe guided meditation series. We're back this week with we're going to be talking about happiness. And actually, we're going to switch up some stuff. We're going to go live on one page and then upload the videos later. So, if you're catching us on Black Amethyst at Black Amethyst Naturals on Facebook or Instagram this week only, we're going to upload at 8 o'clock. So catch us an hour later. If not, if you want to catch us live, then you have to be on the personal page. So it's a whole nother story. We'll figure that out later, but that's what we're doing this week. So we got a new background going. I'm on still at the place where I was at before when we had the event. So new background for y'all. I just switched up the background a couple weeks ago at my house, and now you guys get to see this new background. So taking you through a journey of interior decorating. But anyway, so how's everybody been doing? I hope you guys were able to go catch some of the playbacks last week and that you didn't miss us. Sorry we couldn't get on there, just schedule-wise it wasn't going to work out, and that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I hope you guys got a chance to watch some of the old episodes that you missed before so that you can stay caught up on your meditation. And if not, it's okay. You're back this week, so we're going to continue to do our meditation this week. But before we get into meditation, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about like some examples of happiness. It sounds silly to have to like have what are examples of happiness, but for everybody it's a little different. So you guys know I always like to give you a few examples from my own personal life or maybe some other people that are close to me, just to give you some points of reference so that you have a solid understanding of what we're talking about as we go forward through the week. So, let's see. I really didn't prepare a whole lot of stuff because I was like, there's so many things I'm happy for. I know we talked about gratitude a couple weeks ago, and it's similar to that. And so I know I challenged you guys when we were talking about things that you're grateful for to think about some of the things that are not as common as like I'm grateful for my kids or grateful for my house or my job. You know, challenge you to think about some other things. And so I know I was telling you guys, let's see, what did I talk about? I talked about being like grateful for my business and things like that. But this week I wanted to tell you one of the things that really makes me happy because it actually happened yesterday. I was just sitting outside. And it's so funny because I always do like a little prep work before the week starts just because I can't have a conversation with you guys. And so I just don't want to be sitting here talking and then all of a sudden I like run out of stuff to talk about because you guys aren't giving me active feedback. And so usually what I'll do before the week starts is like go listen to some other like masters or people that are really well versed in whatever topic we're talking about. I'll go listen to some videos, I'll read some articles and stuff like that. And so yesterday I was doing that true to form, but I actually got to sit in the park outside and do that. And I was like, you know what, this is really peaceful and like it really makes me happy. So, you know, sometimes it's stuff just as simple as that. I know we'll get into more of it later, like, you know, tomorrow and then on Thursday. But the guy I was listening to talk yesterday, he was on Oprah Super Soul Sunday. And he was just talking about how a lot of people really feel like they're waiting on this big thing to finally be like, I'm happy, rather than, you know, take the time and opportunities to recognize the little things that make them happy every day on a regular basis. So I just wanted to give you guys an example of something for me that's really simple, just sitting outside and being able to listen to, you know, an uplifting video of somebody talking for 30 minutes. That made me really happy. And so we're going to talk about some more tips and tricks, and you know, y'all know I like to get into the good nitty gritty and talk about what the science behind it is and, you know, different studies and stuff like that. So I'll get more into that later in the week. But take today and the beginning of tomorrow to think about some things that are a little bit outside of the box, some of the smaller things that happen on a regular basis that actually make you happy. Okay, that's our homework for today. That's short, sweet, quick, and to the point. We don't have a whole lot of doing today. Not a complicated story, because, you know, things that make you happy can be simple. They don't have to be nothing crazy. You don't have to have no big epiphany about it. All right, y'all ready to get into meditation? We're going to actually do our gratitude meditation this week because it is so linked to happiness, right? And if you haven't had a chance to watch our week on gratitude, go back on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and look at our week on gratitude, just to give yourself, like, as many tips and tricks as you can on being happy. Because I'm almost for facts, that everybody, if you say, do you want to be happy? I'm sure a lot of us will say yes. The majority of people will say yes. So some of the really simple things we went over when we talked about gratitude, little ways to kind of not trick yourself, but to be present minded and aware of the things that are making you happy. And we're going to talk about some more of those things this week. So if you haven't had a chance to go catch up on gratitude, go do that. Okay, so that's your other homework. Think about things that make you happy. Catch up on gratitude week if you haven't done that. So, all right. Ready to get into meditation. We're going to use our lovely guided meditation on Netflix. Netflix hit. See, I say every time, I can't never get it together what order that the words go in. And I'm like, why don't you just use your cheat sheet and look it up? It's Netflix Headspace Guide to Meditation. Okay. Whew, tongue twister. So that's what we're going to be listening to today. We're going to listen to the episode on gratitude. If you can, get comfortable, because that's what we're about to start our meditation. So get comfortable. I just want you to sit up or lay down. Your spine and your neck needs to be straight, and that's it. And then try to limit some distractions around you. If you can't limit them, then it's okay. Just try to acknowledge them if they distract you in the middle of the session, and come back to what we're supposed to be doing. So, all right? Simple. Piece of cake, piece of pie, right? Okay, you guys ready? All right, we're going to start.
Takes a little bit of time and a little bit of practice sometimes. But right now, all you need to do is to begin with your eyes open. A nice soft focus, just aware of the space around you. And just maintaining that soft focus with the eyes. Just taking a couple of big, deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So as you breathe in through the nose, just a sense of the lungs expanding, the body filling with air. As you breathe out, just noticing how the muscles in the body begin to soften as you exhale. And just one more time, breathing in through the nose. And as you breathe out this time, just gently closing the eyes if you'd like to, and just allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm. And just take a moment before you do anything else, just to appreciate that feeling of having stopped. Of having nowhere to go, nothing to do. Feeling the weight of the body pressing down into the seat or the floor below you. Perhaps noticing any sounds around you. And rather than resisting them, just allowing the sounds, the thoughts to come and go. And just use this opportunity as well, just to notice how the body feels. So whether the body feels heavy or light. And whether there's a sense of stillness or restlessness in the body right now. And as you begin to notice those different feelings, sensations in the body, just starting to notice the movement of the breath, a rising and falling sensation. So as always, begin in a very general way, just noticing where in the body you feel that movement. Whether it's in the chest, diaphragm, the stomach. Doesn't matter where you feel it. Don't need to breathe in any special way. If you can't feel that movement at all, just gently placing your hand on your stomach. And we're just going to stay with that rising and falling sensation, just as the body and mind begin to settle. So remember, natural for the mind to wander. Just noticing the wandering and gently coming back to the breath. And you can use your breath throughout today's exercise as that place to come back to if the mind wanders off. Now, in having settled the mind a little, we're going to ask that question. Who or what do you appreciate most in your life right now? So ask yourself that question in the exact same way as though you're asking somebody else. And just notice what comes to the surface. Without any expectation, without any judgment, without any hurry, just allowing that feeling to emerge. Now, if no particular feeling comes up, that's fine, it's natural. Sometimes it takes a little bit of practice. If there's an obvious feeling, just allowing that feeling to remain. Just resting in that feeling of gratitude. If there was no clear feeling, just gently asking that same question again. And just creating that space. Again, we're not thinking about what comes to the mind. We're not judging it, analysing it. We're just creating the space. And then if there is a feeling, just allowing ourselves to stay with that feeling of appreciation. And then allowing that feeling to remain, just beginning to bring the attention back into the body, back to that feeling of weight and contact. Back to any sounds around you. And whenever you feel ready, you can just gently open the eyes.
Alright, how's everybody feeling? I meditated twice today, so I was somewhere else. I was in outer space. You meditate twice and one day you go to outer space. That's just a little fact for you guys if you didn't already know that. I shouldn't say the word fact because I'm just joking. But anyway, so how's everybody feeling? I hope everybody's feeling nice and relaxed and zened out. And, I hope you had a good opportunity to meditate on some things that you're really grateful for. And then that way you can take those things that you were grateful for into the future. And if you're feeling like you're not happy, then you can focus on some of those things that you're grateful for and maybe change some of the tide, right? So, all right, so that was it for today. Today was a very simple one. Tomorrow we're going to talk about some of the benefits and definitions of happiness. I got some good stuff already going for y'all already. So we're going to unpack some more of that and get into some more of that tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we're going to do what we always do, which is tell you some tips and tricks on how to be happier, right? We got some good stuff cooking over here. I try to cook with grease when we cooking. If any of you have ever had a chance to taste some of my foods, I put the seasoning in there. I put all the foots and the toes and the ancestors come down and they season it. I do the same thing here. So anyway, all right, my loves. I will see you tomorrow at 7, and I am going to try to figure out the things so that we can have all of the live streams happen all at the same time. So y'all keep your fingers crossed for me because I tried to work it out this morning. It did not happen. But we're going to practice some grace. We're going to give me some grace. And I'm going to use some of my millennial skills. And I'm going to figure it out. So that's going to be my task to work on this evening, is trying to get that together so that we can get back to normal. I didn't know that we were going to end up being here week 2 and not being able to have our normal setup. So I'm going to make it work, though. So we're going to work it out. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If I don't see you at 7, check in at 8 or between 7 and 8. Because if we end early, I'll upload it as soon as we end. So, all right. I think that is all of the instructions besides me telling you about your accountability partners, because I tell you that every week. So find your accountability partner if you haven't already found one, because I do not want you on here by yourself. And I know I always say I'm going to challenge you to tag the person to make sure that they actually on here. And I forgot to do that earlier. We're going to do it tomorrow. So be ready for that tomorrow if you get on. I need you to tag your accountability partner. Make sure, be like, where you at? And then I also need you to tell what? Your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, uncle, and them about this, so we can reach one, teach one, because we are sharing some good information on here. And I want to make sure that everybody who needs to hear it and can benefit from it actually gets a hold of the information. So make sure that you like, share, subscribe to everything so that you can know and so that you can take it and send it to somebody else who needs to hear the message too. All right? Okay. That's the beginning and the end of everything. So, all right, my loves, I will see you tomorrow. And also, what was the last thing? Yeah, my brain today, it's not with it. It's not with the junk today. I'm supposed to say, self-love is the best love. I know that part, but I thought it was something else I was supposed to tell y'all. I took a week off. I don't even know how to act. I don't know if y'all do that when you take some time off work and you come back and you're like, what am I supposed to do? So tomorrow I'm going to be back on my stuff. See how to get in the swing of it today. Tomorrow I'll be back. All right? Okay. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Have a good evening. Practice, practice, practice. Any of the skills we talked about before, make sure you practice your gratitude. Make sure you think about what you're happy for, because we're going to need it for the rest of the week. All right? All right. Love y'all. Good night. Bye.